One mic too low. How about now? No. How about now?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Gaming with Dog. Thanks so much for hanging out and everything like that. So, as some of you may have heard, I will have some form of job starting sometime next week, which means, of course, I'm going to have to figure out when I can actually stream, which evenings I'll have open, sort of a thing. Which is why I'm kind of pushing ahead and going forward to the ending bit of Final Fantasy VI. Because, you know, it's a good idea not to make an employer be like, oh hi, I'm taking the night off. Why? So I can play video games in front of my friends. You know how it goes. So, let's see, make sure everything's up. Good, good, good. I'm kind of forgetting who I have in my party, so let's find that out in a moment. So we're going to push ahead through with some of the last handful of side quests. Let me see if did I do this? Oh. You guys have a lot to still work on, don't you? Okay, so let's... And yes, I have put Umaro in the party just for a little bit, just to show what he's like. Let's give you a ribbon, and you... the Celeste Triad, and... Miracle Shoes. You've got Blizzard Orb and Berserker Ring, good, good, good. So we're gonna hop back on the airship and go back toward that power leveling place really quick, because we kinda got to get everybody knowing what Odin has. That sounds really wrong when I put it that way. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, also accompanying me on the stream tonight is my roommate, Jesse.
Oh hi.
Also known as the Doom Otter, among other monikers. Okay. So, Umaro's big shtick is that you can't control him whatsoever. I know. Pretty weird, isn't it? But yeah, basically he is fully berserked at all times, and kind of does his own thing. Sometimes he attacks, sometimes he throws other party members, sometimes he summons a blizzard up for no actual reason. Umaro just don't give a shit.
It is at this point I would ask, then what's the point?
As far as having Amaro in the party,
Pretty much, yeah.
comic relief.
JRPGs are weird.
Yep. Umaro is kind of the faithful sidekick to Mog. And, you know, unlocking all the secret characters and everything.
How many characters are there in Final Fantasy VI?
There are 14 in total, playable main characters. I wish I could name them all off the top of my head, but anyway. If there is a role to be found, or, you know, there's kind of like one for each of the different sorts of classes. Well, the thing is, so
Holy
Josh
crap.
says Barbarian
How are
to
you
Mog's
doing?
Wizard. Mog is,
The spice must flow.
yeah, oh, yeah, the slagworm. Mog is, he is the dancer and geomancer character. He's kind of the guy what shows up and starts doing funny little dances, and the next thing you know, the battlefield's turned into something completely different, and he's throwing around all kinds of wacky effects and summoning wild animals.
So is Final Fantasy VI one of the more expansive Final Fantasies? Because I know that the ones after 7 tend to have a lot more limited party.
I guess you could call it that. Like, ooh, Realm Learn Flare. But, you know, each of the characters, pretty much each of the main characters actually has their own personal story arc that gets followed through the course of the big plot, which is kind of a neat thing to be able to see.
Yeah. All these people probably sitting here, it's like, why is he on this? He doesn't know anything about Final Fantasy, jeez.
He's on here because I owe him a favor.
What? No, I don't even have a channel up right now. At least then I could get, what is it, 5? Push my channel on 5 people, but it's not even going yet, so...
Yeah, at some point Jesse will probably get his own gaming channel started. And he'll be able to say that I gave him that first... I can't even finish that. Anyway,
How dare you tell your viewers what to do? Everybody just leave right now. Just screw him.
Alright everybody, reverse psychology. Don't watch Jesse's channel when he launches it. I don't even actually know the channel name. So,
I don't even think I have anything set up right now.
anyway, so yeah, I do enjoy the amount of subplots that you can get into in 6. Each of them really actually does kind of feel like they have some connection to what's going on in the rest of the game.
On a slightly related note to that, I actually have noticed a lot of people who tend to be more fans of Final Fantasy, like, not just Final Fantasy VII, but people who, you know, who played before Final Fantasy VII, or played more than just Final Fantasy VII and 8, because those two usually go together for some reason. They usually tend to prefer 6 over 7.
Yeah, I think some of it with 7, my own experiences playing it, a lot of things kind of took a backseat to having the 3D graphics.
Yeah.
So we had these amazing graphics, and the fact that you could see the characters actually moving around, and they had animated cutscenes, and all these really fascinating things like that, and they kind of ignored the part where the plot comes in.
Yeah.
And so the plot is this big jumbled mess, and then they, because it became so popular because of the amazing graphics, and oh my gosh, Sephiroth is my Bishonen, everything like that. All of that stuff, that kind of made 7 really popular, and as a result, they've spent the last 20 years making a whole bunch of other games trying to pretend the plot makes sense.
Yeah, I think when it comes to rentals, Dragsters, I mean, a lot of the JRPGs, back in the day at least, I don't know how far back we're talking, a lot of JRPGs were hard to get. I don't think JRPGs really started making a big scene in rental places until... I'm trying to think. I don't want to put a date on the show how old I am, but at least until after Final Fantasy VIII. So I remember my brother renting Final Fantasy IX.
Oh, yeah. So 9, admittedly, is I have a handful of favorites through the game. Some are more reasonable than others. But 9 I enjoy because it's kind of the loving retrospective of the series. Yeah. It just goes like, time to make all the references!
Well, it's not to say that there weren't JRPGs available. It's just it was a very select few.
Okay.
See,
like, 8 I enjoy, now looking at it, as I'm like, oh hey, 8 is kind of this big satire on the whole child soldier thing that happens in so many anime and RPGs.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me, my brother-in-law found this JRPG once. It was so bad. It was like, went for this like really cartoony anime style. I can't remember what it was called, but it's like, it starts out, this like big long intro kind of movie thing, like montage of war. And then, it starts with this kid, practicing with a sword. By practicing a sword, I mean flailing, just like lazily swinging a sword in the air. And then it's like, you got another message from the army. They want me to join again? Why can't they just wait? Because it's the army.
Why can't the army just wait? We're trying to do something here, kid. But yeah, it, brain. So yeah, 8, I kind of, I've learned to kind of enjoy it more on, I guess you could call it like a cerebral level, now that I understand the plot a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I never really could quite get the hang of the timed hits thing, where it's like, you can get an automatic critical hit with Squall if you tap the shoulder button at the right moment when he attacks. Which is kind of a cool thing, I guess, and at the same time can be a real pain in the neck if you have terrible reflexes.
Yeah.
Then you had, like, I guess, from what I've read, 7 tried to be kind of, the subversion of a whole bunch of tropes. Unfortunately, those tropes never made it to America before they were subverted, and so they became America's standard of JRPG tropes.
I hear Legend of Dragoon was insane. That there was such a problem with how they timed them, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I heard it was just insanity, just how bad it was.
On top of
to
that,
get time
if
hits.
memory serves, I think Deep is like somewhat colorblind.
Oh, okay. No, I do remember hearing that Dragoons had some issues with controls, so I could see getting timed hits pretty hard.
Okay, yeah, that too, I'd imagine. Yeah, I would admittedly love to
Okay,
see a.
sorry. Color
Whoop.
coding's bad.
Yeah, I would admittedly love to see a. A version of FF6 done with all of the love that they're slavishly devoting to 7. Okay.
You know, that's actually an interesting thought. Why don't they make more, I mean, I don't know, I guess there's a pretty obvious reason why they don't make it, but make more color options for colorblind individuals in gaming.
That is kind of an odd thing. Like,
Well, it has to do with money. Then they're gonna have to recolor everything in the game.
yeah, because
And-
yeah, gaming does sometimes have kind of an accessibility issue.
Yeah.
Let's see, we head on up into here, I think. Ah.
I've never heard of the blue and purple problem. I mean, it makes sense, but I've heard most of the people either not being able to see one color or not being able to differentiate between two.
Like, that admittedly is why it's difficult to do things like, or why it's important, rather, that if you have something that's, the main difference is color, then you should probably also have like a difference in pattern, and maybe shape if we're talking puzzle games and things like that. So that, say, blue was always, or say that blue was always triangular, purple is square, green is a circle, something like that.
Sorry about all the noise. My Doge is kind of...
That happens. Okay, so we are going to have to confront a dragon somewhere along here. See if I've got the... Yeah, we are deep in the ancient castle where we discovered the Odin Magicite earlier. Oh, here he is. Okay, so you attack, and okay, that was what Umaro does. He grabs another party member and just throws them.
Oh, I missed it.
Also, Setzer is a little bit overpowered at this point.
Different than Overworld map. It was like, oh look, cute little spike dragon. Now it's like, I'm a monster. Rawr.
And that got us the Zantetsuken. There are 2 dragons remaining. And I believe everyone has mastered the Odin Magicite at this point, so I can actually do this next bit. Let's see here. Even the Queen was turned to stone. From the stone. Is that a tear? Odin's Magicite surges with newfound power. Odin becomes Raiden. It's like Metal Gear Solid 2, but with cuter sprites.
And better plot. What?
So, let's have a look here. Here's the Raiden Magicite. Since all Raiden teaches is quick, which admittedly, so does Gilgamesh. So anyone who's got Gilgamesh equipped, kind of doing okay there. Oh well, anyway. So Raiden has an upgraded version of Odin's Zantetsuken ability, called Shin Zantetsuken. Can be read as either new Zantetsuken... blah. Now Shin, which can be new, pure, holy, depending on what character is being used. Zantetsuken, the sword that cuts steel.
Okay.
It's kind of a running thing. Umaro cannot equip Espers at all, because he is a Yeti and would probably try to eat the Magicite.
Friggin' missing links.
So yeah, that was our little bit of last-minute plot filling out there. And I think that's probably enough of having the novelty character in the party, and we will put Umaro back in the box and he will never be seen again. So... Meanwhile, Realm's just like, hey guys, check this out, I can make nuclear explosions! What? Oh! Oh, oops, that's the wrong box. Or wrong way. Blah. There we go. Everybody does their twirl and bounce.
Remember to point your toe.
Here we go. Up and up and up. And we're like 2 steps from freedom.
On an extremely random note, I was signing into Twitch, and it had the I am not a robot thing. And I remember seeing this thing, and I don't know if it was satire. I really hope it was. Somebody complaining about that, saying, "What if I identify as a robot?"
Oh dear. Ooh, Raiden does give strength +2 on level up, so that would actually be a really nice one for you to hold on to for a bit. There we go. Okay. Stratum's unusually rough. Keep going! Just push harder! Welcome to Figaro. Enjoy your visit. Okay, we've had enough time in Figaro. Let's go back to Kohlingen. Arrgh! I get the feeling that erg in this case is more, oh come on, we just got here.
The castle can move?
Yes, the castle is basically able to tunnel through the sand.
Huh.
And welcome back to Kohlingen. Like you care.
Even across continents, apparently.
Yeah, I guess there's just a lot of sand that way or something. They were really going for all of the fun yet illogical steampunk tropes for this game. It's kind of awesome. Okay, so with that dragon and Odin taken care of, it's time to head for Kefka's tower. Let me see. I wrote down somewhere where how I was going to do their teams. Here we go. So. Spin back around and we head into the final dungeon. Alright, we're going in! Which means, of course, now we have to form 3 teams. Let's see. Oh, good, I actually did write this down. Okay, so party 1 will be Shadow, Realm, Strago, and Mog. The Arani family.
Oh, you
Team-
actually get a mod, is it? Sorry.
What?
It just surprised me that you actually play a mod.
Well, it's this one requires all 3 teams to be able to do stuff, and so yeah, I kind of have to. Let's see, Celis,
Well, it's just surprising that they have a playable mod in the game.
Setzer, and Kayan. And for our third party, Terra, Edgar, Sabin, and Gogo. Okay, so we can use the shoulder buttons to swap between parties, like so. Okay, so party what? Gah! I took 1 freaking step. Okay, so I'd better go in and make sure everybody has exactly the things I need them to have, because otherwise this could get really hilariously painful. So, you will have Ribbon and Miracle Shoes, you have the Celeste Triad and Miracle Shoes, you have nothing!
Absolutely nothing!
Okay, Ribbon and Miracle Shoes, you get Gold Hairpin and Miracle Shoe. Yeah. Gold Hairpin. There we go. And let's see. You've mastered all of your Magicite, so I'm not worried so much. And Mog. Oh yeah, he mastered all his too. Okay, so let's look over our next party. Celis, you get one of the gold hairpins. You've got your Ribbon Thieves Bracer, Ribbon Master Scroll, Ribbon Miracle Shoes. Good, good, good. And she's mastered all of hers, so we'll give her something in a moment. And finally, Terra. What are you even doing? Terra, you have your other Celeste Triad and Ribbon. You have Dragoon Boots and Miracle Shoes. Do we have any more ribbons? I think we're out of ribbons. Okay. Oh, there's one of them. And you have Ribbon and Miracle Shoes. Okay. And for the fun of things, we've if we look at Gogo's status, let's take a look at his commands. We are going to have Gogo with Steel, Lore, and Magic. Fun stuff. Or actually, swap out Magic for... oh, heck with it. We're going to give him Dance. That's the fun of Gogo. He's our mimic. We can make him do whatever we darn well please. Okay, so, Edgar, are you missing any Magicka? Doesn't look like. So, you know what? Let's just give you... Kieran. You have Raiden, and you have... let's give Terra... Bahamut. Okay. And then these guys we will get Celis we will give Alexander. Oh yeah, Celis has the Ultima Weapon. Fun times. So that means I should actually give her... oh, dang it. Here's where the fun part goes. Okay, so we will give Celis Bahamut. And Terra will instead receive... Alexander. All this for a... Alright, Locke, we give you Phoenix because that's just appropriate to plot with him. Okay. And finally, who's equipped here? Lakshmi, Gilgamesh. Okay, you need to learn more stuff, so... Realm, you get Midgard's armor. Strago, you get a rock. A Ragnarok. And Mog... I don't know, you take Ramo, Mog. There, okay, so, with all of that taken care of, now we can actually do the stuff and the thing.
Just think it'll all be worth it. In the end, you'll be able to kill a clown.
So worth it.
Yeah,
I mean, I do know some people with colorophobia, so I mean, killing clowns, that's always just that's just common sense.
I have heard a lot of like die-hard Final Fantasy fans think that he is the best villain in the series.
I can see that. You know, he's kind of the evil vizier trope done right.
Yeah, like, again, going back to this, I thought, it's, I actually saw this post a while back, you know, somebody, oh, what's the best Final Fantasy? And there was this one guy who was, like, going through, you know, like, everybody, oh, it's 6, oh, you know, oh, it's 8, and he's just like, no, that can't be right, you know, 7 did this much better, and 7 was this, and all that, and then at one point going through the comments, it was like, I've never actually played any of 7.
Oh.
You're talking crap about other Final Fantasy games. That just
yeah, it's
is what that whole the 7 hype is. People who haven't played the other games.
that can be it pretty much. Okay, so let's see, leave to the south, go south, and into the door in the right wall. Ah, here we go. Yep. Yeah, that's one of those things where, you know, the comment that your favorite Final Fantasy game is the one that you first started playing, I can see that, although The one that I first started playing was the original.
The first?
Yeah, the very first, and it was I can see why people like it, but you know, I can see why it was popular, especially considering the context and the time and everything. But you know, like for me, 6 is my favorite. I like 10's technical system. You know, the stuff as far as like, okay, here is where this party is kind of stuck. So now, party 2.
I don't know, I hear that a lot now, going on some games that, you know, I'm more familiar with. The Elder Scrolls series, people say a lot, your favorite game is the first one you played. I actually played Morrowind before either of the other 2 that people actually have played.
Ah.
And I think it's the worst in the entire series. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I think Morrowind was the worst Elder Scrolls game. Kill me now.
Yeah. One of the things I like with 10 is their leveling up system, which is, you know, the sphere grid. Essentially allows you to customize the characters and get them to share their abilities around. Also, I like their count time battle system as opposed to the... I'm really bad at active time battles, which is most of Final Fantasy games.
Mm-hmm.
And so count time battle gives you kind of the realistic time element, but it also, you know, it also still allows you to sit and make decisions when you need to, but where you're like, I don't know what to do here. Ooh, a Minerva Bustier. Celis already has one, so let's just take a moment, swap over to Terra's party. Are we going to explain how they sent it over to her? No. But that doesn't matter because now Terra has a bustier.
My first thought about 10 is that weird thing how the main character doesn't exist. That was 10, right?
That was 10. It's kind of a... yeah, his existence is questionable. Okay, so all of the armors are sorted out. Let's... ah! Yeah, like, the big thing with 10 is that it was their first voice-acted game. And so, the problem is there are a lot of moments where things are kind of awkward, but people point out the one that was supposed to be bad.
It's kind of like how a lot of people see satire and take it for reality, so because it fits their narrative.
Yeah, like, you know, Square Enix was telling the English voice actors, okay, so you need to match the lip flaps of the animations. You know, the lip flaps that were made to match the Japanese voice actors. And so you have these moments where, like, Yuna gets ready to say yes, but the way she said is that in Japanese is either very short, just hi, or And so Hetty Burris trying to squeeze that into yes, and that can be awkward, yeah. But the trouble you have is, you know, that particular scene, as Yuna's saying, you know, if I'm feeling bad, I just make myself laugh until it becomes real. Pinwheel! Whee! Um... yeah, so, you know, when she says, I laugh to make myself laugh, and then she proceeds to go, ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! You know, like she's trying to kind of get Tidus into it, and then he goes and kind of sarcastically starts laughing. But eventually just the absurdity of it all gets him to laugh for real, and it's all touching and heartwarming and stuff. Oh shit.
But all people want to focus on is how weirdly they laugh.
Oh, stupid eye for an eye ability. Okay, you guys. That's enough time spent dead. That is probably one of the most annoying abilities that I've encountered. Eye for an eye, where it's just like, by the way, you're dead now.
It's like Destiny Bond, but worse. There's a JRPG that I'm running into.
Oh dear. Okay, so we have big nasty monster in a jail cell.
And you're gonna let it out, aren't you?
Oh, I've already opened the door. We just kind of have to beat the thing up.
Yeah, the latency's pretty bad for some reason.
Oh, dang.
Like I've had to restart the page a couple times.
Darn, sorry.
No, it's
let's
fine.
see.
It's Twitch's fault, not yours.
Okay, so this guy pretty much absorbs everything, so... I am the one known as Ultima, forged an eternity ago and left here. Forgotten in the mists of time, long have I pondered what I should do. Long, long have I pondered. But now it seems I have an answer! Ooh, it has gears. I was kind of hoping to read that at a more dramatic pace, but here we are. But hey, we got a blood sword out of it, so, you know. And he casts Tsunami. Man, Setzer is just kind of sucking all the drama out of this battle. And on the other hand, I'm kind of okay with that. Earned 8 magic AP, Kayama Berserk. Hey, we got a save point out of it.
As much as like an amalgamation of biology and technology.
Yeah, it, the Ultima Weapon was basically a magical creature created as a living weapon. Let's see, we'll give him a Duan now. And we'll
I
step
imagine that was
here.
supposed to be a bit more epic.
Yeah, I kind of wish the text had gone a little slower so I could, you know, really savor it, but...
No, I was just talking about the fight in general.
Well, there we go. So... So apparently this next room is the only room in the game to... Ah! Frick. I could hope. Oh well.
You started with Final Fantasy IX, right?
Uh-huh.
Are you ever going to hit 10?
Yeah, if, you know, once I get my schedule sorted out, what do you mean Ultima Weapon doesn't allow runic? Why do I even have to... Fine, have the have the Zantatsukan. What do I care? Sorry. Well, actually, I guess
10.
Locke will do better with the Ultima Weapon.
And
Okay.
11, and 12. And 12 too,
11 I
and
can't
12
really
3,
do on
and
account
12
of,
35.
you know, 11 being an MMO, I don't really know quite how to stream that.
Oh, really? I didn't know 11 was an MMO.
Yeah, 11 and 14 are MMOs.
Why would they do that?
They wanted to try something new. Let's see, so this
Yeah,
is
they
the
did.
only room where we can encounter the mover enemy, so I'm just gonna walk around a bit. Movers!
Well, if it's the same MMO I'm thinking of, that came out, like, before I was in high school.
Yeah. You know, it's admittedly it's going to be awkward enough just from the fact that the last time I tried to play 12, I got really badly motion sick off it. And that happens with a lot with the 3D 3D camera games. I don't know why. I've just got blargs.
Because you have a propensity for motion sickness?
There is that. I'm also like really bad in the backseat of cars. Wow, there's a line to take out of context.
Quay.
Alright, so let's see here. Selection of tubes. Ah. But yeah, once I get my schedule ironed back out, I might play with some of the fiddly content of 6. You know, the post-game content, sorry. Ooh, a force shield.
Oh, is that the game where that happened?
Oh yeah, 12! The bullshit of the Tournesol. The ultimate sword that might never show up if you open the wrong chest without being actually told that it's the wrong chest. So, what did they do with the Tournesol instead? Ooh, force armor.
Like, was it the Ultima Weapon is in this chest, or just if you open it, the game will be
There are
available?
12 chests that just randomly, if you open that, then the Tournesol is no longer available in the game.
That is stupid.
Yeah. Let's see, we have... Oh, hey!
Is there anything even worth it in those chests? Or are they just
I-
random loot?
It's been a long time, I forget, but it's like... One of them is like the first chest you encounter in the game.
Oh, wow.
Hey, we got another ribbon. Let's have a look here. Is anyone here not having a ribbon? Ribbon. Okay. Yeah! This is one of the weirder enemies you face because it's actually 5 enemies stacked on top of each other. But Ultima kind of gets rid of that frustration by just being like, everything gets hit! Okay, so let's see here. Ooh, a throne room. And another dragon. Look at that cutie. Hey, look at that thing. He's just like, hello.
They're so cute and adorable in the overworld sprite, but when we get down to it.
Whee!
Okay.
I'm actually in a pedestal. What? Oh, enemy has no items. Okay. So, part of this, of course, is the fact that in Japanese you get the same word dragon and dinosaur. I think they're both Ryu. That actually led to an issue because there was a minor monster that should have been something like the dinosaur fossil, but instead it got translated as the fossil dragon. Well, one dragon remaining.
That actually reminds me
Oh,
that
there we go.
there's this area that in China, a lot of these old apothecaries sell dragon bone.
Ah,
And
similar thing,
apparently
yeah.
The source of the dragon bone was like a super secret, thing that nobody ever told outsiders. And this guy actually found out where it was, and he went, and it was just this area that was just rife with dinosaur fossils. So it's kind of sad that for a couple thousand years, people are raiding this extremely rich fossil area to grind it up to put in tea. Because I think they're dragons.
That's awkward. Here we go. Cast a rise on
Considering that there are tons of species that we have dinosaur that were one fossil. I mean, think that how many species we just have lost because of that. I mean, it's not like something where, they've been doing this since antiquity, but still kind of sad.
Yeah. Ah, here we are. Oh gosh, look at that. There's a 4-ton weight. Anybody remember the Opera House? Because I'm having flashbacks. And we're standing on a switch right below it. Well, time to swap parties. Ooh, a red cap. Yeah. Whee! Fun with a chainsaw! Remember, kids, don't actually do that at home.
But that's no fun.
Little bunny foo-foo. When along came
Shut up, I'm gonna cut you!
when along came the good fairy, and she said, "Quit your bullshit, or I'm gonna cut you." Anyway, that got us a Nutkin suit and a gauntlet. Nutkin suit being the second most powerful of the cosplay costumes. Yes, there are cosplay costumes. Realm and Strago are the ones who use those. The Moogle suit being the one that you can actually equip on Realm or Strago, and it changes their sprite to look like a Moogle.
Looks like a cross between the Cinemorph spider and...
Eh.
and a V8 engine.
Guess who's just got Doom status put on them? That's annoying. Ow. Bitch. Okay, so... back outside. I think it finally occurred to me why, you know, the enemy's final dungeon is going to have all of the, like, ultimate weapons for the party.
So that you can have them before the final fight.
Well, okay, that's the in-game reason, but you know, or at least that's the out-of-character reason. I think in-character, he's trying to gather all of those weapons so the party can't get them.
Because that always works so well in the end.
Exactly. Good job, Go-Go, you tried.
I mean, can't you just, like, destroy them? Throw them in the ocean? There are options.
Probably could. Yeah, it's like, there are things you could do.
That would make a bit more sense.
But, you know.
But it's not like he ever uses them.
Right. Ooh, a hero's ring. Northern conveyor belt. Whee! Whee! Ah! Fucking!
Those things look like they came right out of Mad Max.
Okay, I'm really glad that Arise only casts 1 MP right now, because fuck! Hello and welcome to our family-friendly gaming channel, where currently we're playing the adorable Final Fantasy VI. Fuck, fuck, fuckity fuck, fuck, fuck. Anyway. This is the lower part of... Aww. Terra's tent is like polka dots. Let's see. As you try to go downstairs, you're attacked by a thing.
That tent has a pretty ribbon on it. Is that like their different tents for the different characters? Or?
Yeah, each of the characters has, like, you know, something that follows kind of their color scheme or their look in general. You know, some of them have ribbons, some have stars, some have, you know, banners or pennants. Oh, alright, Deep, go have fun. You take care, okay?
Right.
It's sad on us!
Oh, hello, Edward Sword Hands.
Yay! Well, isn't that a convenient time to go back to that save spot? Let's see here. Yeah. Whee! It's the do-si-do of death! Hey, Mega Elixir, always useful. The Rainbow Brush! Now let's swap over to this party then, and put that on Realm. Yes, everything's better on that then. Wonderful. Okay, so back to these guys again. Oh, that's where the... Here we go. Now in through that door. It's another throne room. And an adorable queen dragon. Look at it. He's all like, hello. I'm a dragon.
And then suddenly, WTF.
And then, poof. Oh fuck, it's a fossil. All 8 dragons have been defeated. The eightfold seal is broken!
Now the apocalypse can be.
Too late. Obtained Crusader Magicite. And there is a small stone tablet on the ground. On its face is a short inscription. The seal is broken and I am free. You who defeated the legendary 8, I shall await you at the Dragon's Horn. Well, that's, So, just to have a quick look, we have the Crusader Magicite. Here's the problem. It attacks your own party at the same time as it attacks the other side. Now, you could sit down and figure out a whole thing of making sure everybody on your half is immune to fire, or absorbs it, and then it'd be great, but honestly, who cares? Also, fun fact, Crusader is only the English name. In Japanese, this summon is actually named Jihad. Oh yeah, Terra, how about you bring Edgar back from the dead again?
Gosh.
Friggin' deadweight. Literally! Anyway. Sabin, get your fat ass into gear! There we go. Okay. So, that stone tablet basically says, hey, the bonus dungeon is unlocked. However, it's a bonus dungeon. I might do that on a return stream, sort of thing. Anyway. So, here we go. And here we are on the other side of this thing. And that opens a middle door. Woo! So, now that this hallway has been completed, we can actually step through here. Oh hey! It's the remains of the old Magitech research facility. Meh. Damn it, Strago.
Sure.
Oh, that's right. Hey, Strago. We have a ribbon for you now, don't we?
Dancing.
Yay, there we go. You get a ribbon. Everybody gets a ribbon. Ribbons for everyone. You get a ribbon. You get a ribbon. You get a ribbon. Not you. Okay. Yeah. Fuck's sake, why does everything have instant death?
Did you expect something different in the...
And then Mog just goes, by the way, I can't stand up. Mog continues to fail at standing school. Okay, anyway, up we go to here, and there's a chest with a pinwheel. Yay! Okay, so let's see here. Aha! Okay, go off way, go left, path block off now. Nah. Maybe it was that. Oh. Okay, so head south. Switch to party 2. Step off from the switch tile. Okay. And now we step on a button. Button, button, button.
Yay! What does this button do?
When all 3 buttons are pressed, it does stuff, I guess.
Captain Planet?
Let's see here. So, party
Sorry,
2
wrong
now.
Japanese series.
Up the stairs, central walk to the north, head sideways when you can.
So in the end, are you gonna have? Will we just be able to make a party out of all of them?
It pretty much goes that way. You get the choice of everyone, and you put them in the order they do, and if people die, they get replaced.
Okay. Is it a permadeath?
Kinda. Ooh, Cayenne learned some stuff.
Oh, don't
Congratulations,
screw it up.
Cayenne. Swap from Maduin to,
Or in the words of Barrett, don't fuck up.
Okay. Tara, you step out of the way this time. Apparently, Celis bitches about the weight until it falls off of its own accord. Setzer's dice are one of the more odd weapons in the game, just because of the fact that they deal damage based on multiplying what face is up or down.
Didn't Cat-She have a dice mechanic?
Yes. Cat-She's dice, similar thing, except his is a limit break instead of a weapon.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so make a door appear on both sides of the room.
Sorry, my allergies. Spring is here.
What did Oh, I see. Okay, so while they're standing there, then we send this. Good. Ooh, Realm learned to Quake. As everything turns blue and slightly first-person-y. But, okay, she's still got Graviga and Tornado. So, Realm... Okay, so now that we've made that door happen, now we swap it to that door, and in we go. Okay, now this side party goes out there. Too many of these stupid death mechs. But hey, at least people are getting levels out of it. Okay, so party 3. Up the stairs, and it's another machine. Bang. Let's see.
Sure, get him.
Oh, good, there we go. Can't stake from all that steel. Well, Ziggy, the important thing is you tried. No. No. So just to show you the difference, if we swap Go to the front, just for a moment, let's use a tent, and see, his is all stripy and green capped. Okay. Ah. Ah. Let's see here. And now we confront pieces of the Warring Triad. Those statues from way, way back in there. There it is, bio. Wave cannon. And there we go. That is the demon. Hey, we got a Radiant Lance out of it. Ah. Let's see what Sabin. Ah, right. Simple green with a Figaro crown at the top. Okay. Drop down onto the switch. Party 1. This one is Fiend. fiend's aura is trembling violently. It is now immune to ice. Uh-oh. Well, guess who just learned the hard way that we now have to protect, reflect, and all the other acts. And obtained the Mutsu no Kami. Yay! I think Shadow? No, his ultimate is the Kagenui. That's Cayenne's ultimate. Aw, Shadow's tent has a little shuriken on the top. Anyway, so our third party man. And here we have the goddess. She's going to be kind of annoying. Oh, we stole another Minerva Bustier. Oh, wait, why did I just tell him to steal the third? I may have overleveled a bit.
What happens when you...
Oh, hey, we just got Excalibur, dang. Strong Judeo-Christian vibes from that monster.
Man.
We destroyed the Warring Triad, but the power of magic isn't fading like it should be. And could Kefka have extracted the very source of magic from them? Well, in the meantime... Oh, right, Murakumo... Oh, yeah, Mutsu no Kami is actually better, so yeah, let's put that on him. And we'll swap your Excalibur for the Zantetsuken. Actually, I wonder, do you... not as good. Okay. Also, you finished with Kashi, so... let's give you Siren, I guess. Cayenne's tent has his little ponytail bow on the top. That's weird adorable? Alright, so. Welcome, friends. I knew you'd come, so I've been practicing my greeting. How much do you have to destroy before you'll have had your fill, Kefka? I have acquired the ultimate power. Observe. Such magnificent power. You're nothing more than fleas compared to me now. Ah! Embrace your destruction. It is the fate of all things. To be destroyed. Maybe it is. But people can always rebuild, and new lives will always be born. And time will destroy our foes as well. Why do people insist on creating things that will inevitably be destroyed? Why do people cling to life knowing that they must someday die? Knowing that none of it will have meant anything once they do. Because it's not the end that matters. It's knowing you have something to live for right now, at this moment. Something you've worked for, something that's worth protecting. As long as you have that, that's enough. And did you find all your somethings in this broken world that just won't die? Yes. Love. A person worth protecting. A wife and child to live on within me. Friends. And family. A peaceful kingdom. A loving brother who always looks out for me. Someone willing to accept me for who I am. An adorable little granddaughter. An obnoxious grandpa who I couldn't live without. Wings from a dear old friend. New pals, Kubo! Ugh. You people make me sick! You sound like lines from a self-help book. If that's how it's going to be, I'll snuff them all out! Every last one of your sickening, happy little reasons for living! No, Kefka, stop! I wield the greatest power in existence! You may as well be the dirt on the bottom of my boots! Or the dirt stuck to the bottom of that dirt! I'll destroy everything! I'll create my own empire of death! You can't destroy everything! People will always have dreams! No! I'll destroy the entire world! There won't be anything left to dream about! We won't let you hurt any more people! But what fun is destruction if no precious lives are lost? Okay. And now comes the really, really tricky part of all this. Battle order. Realm, I'm gonna have to put you in the back because you're the lowest level, unfortunately. So actually that looks like Cayenne. Actually, Go-Go, let's put... there. Alternate ending where someone stuffs Kefka's dorky clown ass into a locker. We can only wish. Okay. Let's do this! Going to pause this for just one moment. I know there's a thing I have to look and see. Okay, it's not till the third tier that we have something worth stealing. Okay.
'em. I think somebody needs to lay off and the cigarettes.
So the fun thing is, this is one of the battles where, as it changes from phase to phase, it shifts the music that plays at the same time.
Revolutionary for its time.
Mm-hmm. That is a lot of naked people. No, no, no. Okay, no, just spam Ultima. Hit combo. Where did Kefka even get those naked people? He's had a lot of corpses to work with, I'm just saying.
Chippendales?
There we go. So the full version of this song, Dancing Mad, lasts 17 minutes. Apparently all of the phases put together. Okay, so... Steal from Lady. Yes, Ragnarok Sword! Not terribly useful at this stage of the game, but it is, you know, kind of nice as far as being able to, it's a nice thing for the post-game. Oh, and the another Ultima Weapon. We are in good hands here. Setzer, no! We're stuck with Gogo instead of Setzer. Doggone it. That's just annoying. Life. Dreams. Hope. Where do they come from? And where do they go? Such meaningless things. I'll destroy them all! Heartless Angel is kind of annoying because it drops the entire party's HP to 1. But you know what we have for that? We have... Kefka. The end draws near. The tower's collapsing! There's no time to lose. Come on, airship's just a step ahead. Come on, everybody. We can make it if we work together. Terra, what's wrong? The magicite. Magic is disappearing. If espers are fading from the world now, what'll happen to Terra? Come with me. I can use the last of my power to guide you out. Cayenne. As Cayenne Garamond. Cayenne, could you hit that switch? Jan, mechanical devices are not my strong point. Gah! Ha! I do believe I am getting better, though. Ha 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 ha! Setzer. As Setzer Gabbiani. Wait! This way. Whenever you think you're right, you're wrong. And that's a big mistake. That was what you always used to say, wasn't it, Daryl? Edgar. As Edgar Roni Figaro. And Sabin. As Sabin René Figaro. It's not like I wanted to dump all that responsibility on you. I knew you'd look out for the kingdom. I wanted to be able to look out for you. That's why I went off to become stronger. Yeah! Mog. Yes, Mog.
Whoa! Help me, Cabal! The hair! Watch the pom-pom! I am not a stuffed animal, Cabal!
And Umaro as tomorrow.
It won't open.
Go-Go as, well, Go-Go.
Both buttons have to be pressed at the same time in exactly the same way.
Go-Go! Mimic Celis!
Ah!
Gal. As
Go. Shortcut! Take shortcut! Oh! Go, 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 go. Whoa! Hey, shortcut! Another shortcut! Take shortcut! Wow!
Lock as Lock Coal. And Celis as Celeste Share. Come on, this place is breaking apart!
Lock!
I won't let go. I promise. Are you crazy? You almost got yourself killed for that? Terra as
Tara Branford. Father?
Terra, we must part now. We Espers will disappear from this world. You may fade as way a well. But perhaps if the human part of you feels something strong enough, then maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to remain here as a human. Realm.
As Realm Irony. Grandpa, you can't give up yet.
I'm sorry, dear.
Any more whining out of you and I'll paint your picture.
No, anything but that!
But you know, someday I really would like to paint your portrait. On canvas, I mean.
Oh, Realm, look what you've done. You made me go all misty-eyed, and now I can't see where we're going. Shadow. As Shadow. Go on, Interceptor. Get going. Take care of yourself, boy. Barum, it looks like I can finally stop running. Come and find me, alright? Strago. Astragas Magus. Come on, Strago, you can't let yourself be shown up by a bunch of kids! Gotcha! And you.
Follow me!
The last piece of magicite!
Terra, you've done enough! Your power's getting weaker. Terra isn't going to be able to hold out much longer! Don't give up, Katarine. I won't either. Not yet?
Terra?
Terra! Thank you, Setzer.
I told you, didn't I? She's the fastest ship in the world! And there we have it. That is most of Final Fantasy VI. There is the stuff with the Dragon's Den and the Soul Shrine, but that's something we'll look into another time. Especially depending on what kind of schedule I finally settle out with.
That is always key.
Sorry?
That is always key.
Yeah, once I get things more stabilized, then yeah, I'll be back on and I can get back to entertaining everyone, or maybe. Yeah.
Attempting.
I will attempt to entertain you guys.
And then Final Fantasy V.
Yes, Final Fantasy V, the loving parody of the series.
The only series so old, they made parodies of
And so it is nice that the ending credits kind of include these shots where you see, the world returning to life. The waters are blue again. Birds are flying more freely. So are airships. Or at least the one airship. The one that counts.
I did like the whole thing where it's going through all the credits. It was like, and you.
Yeah, I like that they kind of, include you, the player, as one of the people who kind of helped save everything.
Yeah.
Cecil is in 4, Josh.
Just need to find you an illegal copy of. But that's a ways down the road, I imagine.
Yeah, the only one I couldn't find for Steam was was the very first game. I don't know, it's weird that way, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it. Aw, the birds have adopted the airship as one of their own. Well, except for the one off to the side that's like, dang, how much does that thing eat? Oh gosh, Cecil, help. Yeah. We'll see if I can make it through 4 without turning that one into a gag dub as well. Like, 4 manages to be so overblown and dramatic and at the same time unable to take itself seriously. It's weird. See, like, 5 was at least self-aware enough to be able to say, yeah, some of this is hokey, but it's fun. Whereas with 4, it was like, this is an epic, dramatic story of love and friendship and betrayal and world-saving and world-ending, and also one of your characters is a guy whose lips are the size of another person's head. This person is pretty much literally a baboon stuffed into an engineer's jumpsuit. Stuff like that. And it's kind of like... I don't know.
In other words, things get weird.
Yeah. But hey, we have 5 to do before that. And also, we can try taking a look at some of the post-game stuff for 6, depending on how people feel about that. Could be fun. That is some really nice artwork of the back end of the airship. And so life awakens once more on this peaceful little planet. I think Edgar just got shut down. Ah. Plants are beginning to grow again. And Edgar is getting more lectures about... I'm kind of glad they don't have Cayenne looking over the side and being like, "Hello, empty castle." Oh, I made myself sad. Oh, Terra lets her hair down.
Do all Final Fantasies end flock of birds going off slightly to the left?
I think some of them have something different.
I know Final Fantasy VII ended that way. Apparently 6 does it too.
Let's just, Oh! You can just barely catch, Umaro and Gogo in the back of the airship on that last shot. So Gogo survives! The end. There you have it. That was Final Fantasy VI.
Woot.
Save cleared game data? Definitely. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I did. I will be back when I can. We'll see what my schedule winds up looking like. Thank you all for watching. I'm Simon the Shepherd. And, my roommate.
Oh, yeah, bye.
Yeah, that was Jesse. And this has been Gaming with Dogs. Have a great night, everyone.